In Southeast Texas, a vital part of the port of Corpus Christi's brand new terminal has just arrived from Italy. The giant ship loader will transfer iron ore onto cargo ships. 2 out of 3 sections have been unloaded, but with the final lift about to start, Project Director Stefano Camato is worried about the weather.
Unfortunately, it's a kind of windy right now, and the tension is growing.
We've taken off all the lashings, we've configured the spreader bar, we've got the lines taut. We're getting down to crunch time now.
The unload can only go ahead if the wind is less than 22 miles per hour, and right now, it's above the legal maximum. Work is at a standstill.
Our normal everyday wind is a little bit higher than everywhere else. So this is going to be a very critical lift. We have to be very, very careful with it.
It's the last thing Pat Martinez needs. Pat's in charge of building the new $800 million terminal at the port. Finally, after a 2-hour delay, conditions improve.
The wind seems to have died down a bit, and we're expecting to go ahead to take this piece off.
The ship loader is such an awkward shape, both Ocean Globe's deck cranes must swing into action for the offload. Port Captain Alexander Bakalov is in charge of the lift. But before he can begin, both cranes must be carrying equal weight.
Right now, the port captain is coordinating the 2 cranes drivers and is doing process of adding weight on both cranes. Right now, I understood that he said that on this crane we have 170 tons, and on the other crane we are close to 160.
Number 3 plus 5.
Clear communication between Alexander and his 2 crane operators is vital for the move to succeed.
2, number 3, easy, heave up. Number 3, easy. Number 3, stop. 2, continue.
It's going perfectly well, perfectly stable, perfect vertical lift, no swinging whatsoever. Looks great so far.
Captain, stand by, pumping from port to starboard.
Standing by.
As 350 tons of ship loader come off the starboard side, the boat begins to list.
It's not unlike stepping off a dock into a rowboat. And if you don't step down in the center of the boat boat will tilt on you.
Okay, start pumping now.
0.6, pumping to starboard.
So inside the vessel, we have ballast tanks. And those ballast tanks, as a heavy piece moves in one direction, they pump water in the other direction so that the vessel constantly remains on an even keel.
0.7.
Number 2, stop.
1.
Inch by inch, the base unit heads towards the dock, orchestrated by Alexander.
2, stop. 3, stop.
But with hundreds of tons of steel dangling in the sky above him,
Can you hear me?
the line of communication between Alexander and his crane drivers suddenly goes down.
Chief, my radio is dead. Can you hear me?